And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Factorio Space Age, where the plan, as soon as we can get the ship rearmed and ready to go again, is probably to head out to Gleba. So in Gleba we've been preparing our nice facility here with all the different types of sciences. We've got the last bit of purple. We got half of the utility science, kind of waiting for the other half to come up. And we got more electromagnetic science. We'll probably leave that on this ship. Same thing with the electromagnetic plants, which we don't need for the moment at Gleba. Nothing I might do as far as shipping is concerned. Well, we don't have labs on me, do we? No. We're obviously going to want to bring some well, we're going to want to make some labs when we get there. And we're going to want to start making 11 science once we get to Gleba. A couple different ways we can go about doing it. Obviously, we want to continue to improve this, which is, in theory, ready to fly. Oh, almost ready to fly. You gotta put the inserters in, otherwise it doesn't work. Oh, actually, I could have left those in. Those would have been fine. Need a little bit of space for the overflow to get chucked over the side. Doesn't need to be a lot of space. Okay, let's do something that looks like that. And then for the moment, we'll just have it circle around like so. And then we're going to prioritize staying on the sushi belt. But if there's any overflow, I want the overflow to get off. It's wrong side there. Oh no, we probably want the other way there, right? That way. No, we want the other way around. Or do we don't want that prioritized? I think we don't want that prioritized. There we go, then both of them are moving, which means we get some coming down here, which means we get the excess thrown off. Okay. And this is a big ship designed for doing a lot of mining and stuff, so it should be really overkill. Alright, now this is running, so in theory this is an operational ship capable of flying. Flying like a brick. It's not going to fly fast, it's not going to fly I'm not even sure it's got enough solar power to properly power the defense guns, but it'll fly in theory. How goes the Bob Fizzle in receiving its delivery? It is receiving its delivery. Waiting for the utility signs to be delivered. Well, it slowly rearms. Going a little bit faster now that we got some metal shipped up to it. So, as Novice, do we have, and this is something I should automate if we don't have it automated, do we have automated labs? Lab production looks like no. Do labs require to be made? They on this tab. It looks like they're not on this tab. No, they're there. You, and you. Okay, so the transport world's a bit weird. Shouldn't be hard to make. Everything else is on the belt. Okay. And everything else can probably be made from stuff that is on the belt, so that's also workable. Yeah, so we want gears and green and iron. So if there's any places we have gears and green and iron, we can make it all one go, and this would actually be roughly where the gears and green and iron is. Okay. So if we make you the belt maker and you the lab maker, and then we put a long inserter that spot. Okay, one of these, only grab, normal quality. One of these, use filter blacklist, normal quality. Two stacks of normal, and then as many as we get byproducts on the normal. And then we want to fill this up with quality modules if we have them. And there we go. Then, Bob Fizzle, please request one load of labs. Yeah, we can probably make 2 to 10 labs. Doesn't need to be the fastest thing in the world, just needs to be running. And you're not specifically requesting anything, so as soon as we get 10 made up, we should be good to go as soon as the ammo is loaded. Okay, so the delivery should be happening. Anything else we want while we're here at Gleba? Everything else will be delivered. We've got inserters and stuff like that here, so we're not too worried about that. I'm gonna have to fix this when we get back here. It's not unfixable, it's real fixable. It's just... to fix it requires being there, because I don't have bots set up. I suppose I could bring the bots. That would be an option. I was gonna bring bots. Which, if we want to do that, we probably want to say, bring up a load of each of the bits, right? So, load of that type of bot, and a load of that type of bot. Currently got that, in theory, on shipment. Plenty is available on the planet, so we're just waiting for the launch. Is it literally we're waiting for the launch? That might be what's going on. No, we were waiting for them to deliver. They're now delivered, so the launch is now going. As soon as the rocket is constructed, we'll have probably another launch to follow up. How's Flugura looking? Operational, not too backed up. It is kind of the way it's set up, it's self-de-blocking, even if it isn't the fastest, because the bots are handling the de-blocking now. Partially by pushing everything that isn't needed to store into buffer storage. So eventually the buffer storage is going to fill up, and then it's going to be blocked. Don't make it too many delays. Those take a lot of launch capacity. Yeah, I think everything is now armed on the ship. So now we're just building up an ammo stockpile so that we don't start taking... well, start running out of bullets 5 seconds after setting out. So yeah, it's basically going to arrive. It's going to drop off all the science, drop off our labs and our components. Did I leave any turrets on Gleba? Because that would be something we could build there, or to ship there, is more turrets. Did I leave a chest specifically for takeoff? Yeah. Okay, we got 151 turrets. So if we got a problem with anything, it is a shortage of bullets, not a shortage of turrets. We got mines, we got furnaces, we got some scrappers already there. Got some big mines there, so we could be doing much more efficient stuff than the stone mining we're running right now, as far as mining's concerned. Oh, I've even got some grabbers. Slight annoying, there is one of the brain things are in the splitter here, and it's stopping the splitter from clearing out the stuff. What I need to do is I need to take this one out and around. And this one out and around. So it's sushi belts, except for it lets the spoilage off. Which will be really easy to do once I'm there and or get some bots there. Okay, Fizzle's apparently getting shipped logistics bots prior to the roboports, which is probably fine. Bit of interesting choice selection pattern, but... Okay, there goes the launch. Got like 2 more to get stuff up there, another one to get more iron up there, so that we can arm faster. I would be working on designing this one, but currently we don't. Well, actually, I suppose I could turn auto request off, and then we can design it how we want. So this one wants specifically. Well, this one depends on where I'm shipping it. And this one is built for travel, right? That's all one of the engine on this one. This one we'll have to do an upgrade on at some point, because we'll probably upgrade this one to drop our calcite. But this one doesn't need to move, so we don't need anything real fancy with that one right now. Yeah, this one not sure what I want to do refining-wise on this one. I know it's going to be refining. I'm trying to decide if I want this a Gleba or Fulgura for space resource reasons. So Fulgura would allow us to have more water, mainly. And to be fair, I suppose, instead of trying to scrap gears down to plate, we can just focus on dropping stuff if we wanted to as well. Organs and the Gleba, in which case it would be the alternative for iron and copper, because I don't want to deal with the spoilage iron copper, really. I think we'll tear this setup up and just not deal with the bio-growing method of iron and copper. Yeah, let's just assume this is the replacement for the bio-growing. In which case this is going to want enough solar power that it can sit safely in orbit to drop stuff. Now, what is the power capacity at Fulgura? Or not, Gleba. So Gleba, solar power and atmosphere, 50%. Actually, I care more about solar power in orbit. Can we see that on the space map? No. I know it's higher in orbit than it is on the ground. Ah, there. Double power. Okay, so we're gonna double the listed power on those solar panels. We send it there. And obviously we need to send more solar panels over there anyway. Well, we may actually send accumulators is what we really want. Wait, this was we pick those up from Gleba, not or from Fulgura. Pick up a stack of accumulators from here. Okay, so they're gonna get double the listed power there. They're getting triple the listed power here, but they'll get double at Gleba. 100% power, 200% power, so they'll be providing 120 kilowatts. Max consumption's 2.3. We're not going to necessarily power all the laser turrets at the full time, because it just needs to ward the incoming ones. So how many do we have up here? $86 times 120. Well, it's basically double roll. This is basically 8 megawatts. Okay. So if anything, I'm probably going to go with just fewer laser turrets, and that would be a safe bet. Yeah, we're going to want something. A little overkill on solar panel like that. Which is maybe one reason you don't run solar power. Well, don't run laser turrets in space. You can help it. because they're not particularly energy efficient. Mechanism getting rid of things. Okay, we got all the bots shipped up. Here come our roboports. Suppose we obviously have to wait for the stuff to ship around on the planet. We definitely want at least one more launch, because we're going to want the 1,000 iron or so. So I got productivity 1s, efficiency 1s, and quality. Oh no, we swapped over to doing productivity 2s. So we've got productivity 1s and productivity 2s in the network. And I got a shortage of, well, I've got a set amount of quality. When the quality runs out, the quality runs out. Does it work in the labs? Wonder. No. Probably is a way. Oh, that would work. Might as well get the 3 labs that we made deployed. Okay, everything we think we want initially at the location is launched. Oh, and this one's not going to receive any launches until we've told it can receive them. Once this is 100, it should start loading the iron up for the Bob Fizzle. I guess it doesn't start loading until the rocket's out. Like so, and now comes the delivery order. 102 and 3 on the way. So as the bots grab a full bot load, regardless of whether or not you need it, what's going on? And I think they're grabbing multiples of 3 right now. Yeah, multiples of 3 would make sense, because 999 plus 3 is 1002. It's the wave of all the logistics bots to grab from one chest down here. And then they don't get all the way there before they have to go to charge, so they split up to charge. Just about see, so that's where they're delivering, that's where they're coming from. And yeah, 3 at a time. This means 334 delivery orders. The last bot will arrive and drop off 1, and then I have to fly to deliver the 2 somewhere. And while that's going on, it is filling up the rocket progress. Anything else we want before we go? Bullets don't really make sense to ship because they're real launch expensive. Half a stack per launch is 25 mags. Regular ammo. Laser turrets almost aren't worth it on that planet. We haven't set up petrol. There is an easy way to do petrol on the planet, right? So lubricants are really the only thing you need besides plastic. So we're not going to have flamethrower turrets on that planet anytime soon. You don't need pump jacks. Yeah, I think for the moment, I think that's everything we might want to ship. We can make everything else on the planet. So yeah, we're just waiting for the ammo to fill up a bit here. I think we're going to be good to go once that delivery arrives on the ship, and we can fly while producing en route. Because we're mainly just flying to kick ourselves out of the ship and land with a bunch of bullets and stuff, or with a bunch of science and network stuff. When I had come, I suppose we might as well kick this little back. That's for Novice, not for Gleba. And then after that, we're mostly going to be picking up stuff from Vulcanus to ship to other planets. Got plenty of that in the network. Did I just not have any of it set up for the bots to grab? Yeah, I just don't have it set up for the bots to grab. Okay. Oh, of course, we're short an inserter. Where can I make an inserter that's not going to break things? Honestly, I don't think we need this many brick setups, so we can assemble a brick setup. Okay, Bomb Fizzle has received its medal. Go ahead and let you auto-request again, and then we'll give you the order to take us to Gleba. To Gleba, please. Hopefully you don't regret it, because the ammo is still a little on the low side. Okay, about 1/6 of the way there. Apparently the trip to Gleba... There comes the rocks. So I was say, the trip to Gleba is apparently not very heavy with rocks, but... There be the rocks. Worried about. halfway there. No problems with bullets yet. Looks like we'll finish mining productivity sometime next episode. That's probably when we're done with it, is where we're probably going to want to swap over to the advanced asteroid processing. Well, that's a lot more space efficient from a thrust standpoint. Looks like the rocks are getting a bit thicker as we're approaching Gleba. Just crossing over the 10,000 kilometer range. Yeah, currently not having immediate problems with bullets. Though that belt is getting thinner and thinner. And we have depleted all the iron on the space platform hub, so we're not filling up as quickly anymore. Okay, we arrived. Start chucking the stuff we want on the planet overboard. Oops. Didn't mean to send the electromagnetic science. You know, we won't send the rest of it. I think we only sent one down. Check when it arrives. Sent 800 down. Okay, we sent 800 down. That'll be fine. Okay, drop our cells to Gleba. And then I'd like the ship to go back to Novice so I can do the arm refit in a safe orbit. Okay. Because yeah, I don't think this orbit is perfectly safe. There's the odd asteroid out there. So while you're safe, or while you've got bullets, go ahead and get back to Novice. Don't risk taking any damage. And now that I'm here, we can fix the stuff on Novice, or on Gleba. And then once I got that fixed, we are going to go for the part break. Alright, and then I can shift you to there. Actually, let's flip the side that we got that on. And then we can easily sushi belt. Grab a little piece of copper. And making go round and round and round. Okay, and then this one can come out. So, round and round it goes. And then we have power, which we don't have right now. If we had power, it'd be running. Partially fix that by throwing some spoilage in the steam generator down here. Force up with some grid running during the night. Some complaints about the bulb fizzle running out of ammo, which is why we sent it back to Novice, which it has arrived at, so it should not run out of ammo to the point where it becomes destroyed. Don't give it any more science labs. Okay, and then we want to get a biolab up for generation of stuff. Grab some wood. Let's make some power bowls. So instead of having it over here, we're going to make this one the one that makes the pentapod eggs. Gonna make the plumbing a little bit more complicated, but I think we can work with that pretty easily. Let's see, do we have any plumbing sitting around? Conveniently make this easier? No. We got iron, so we can build the plumbing. Oh, I probably needed the same here. We make it sushi belt a little bit. That way we can clear the spoiled off. Now we're going to move you over to the side as well. There we go. So now we got a lot of nutrients running. Okay, and that should sushi belt. It's not sushi running right now because it's just backed up. And that's running better, that's running better. So we got everything else running much better. And then do we finish the fleet? Sure. Okay, so now we just need a pentapod egg to start making some pentapods. Okay, and then you're gonna make my science. Okay, so I don't have this set up to unload right away, but when we're putting eggs in there, we're probably going to be manually operating it for safety reasons. Whoops. Wrong way around. You're going to be taking that chest, not giving that chest. Oh, and I should set you use filter white list, only grab the spoilage, please. Which it has generated because it's been sitting there long enough that spoilage has been generated, so take them out that way. Okay, so I think at the beginning of this episode, or with the end of this episode, we have gone ahead and reinvigorated our Gleban components here. That means next episode we're going to try to make some Gleban science after we set the labs up. So I hope you have all been enjoying, and until next time, wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next one. Bye for now.